What's up, fam? Back on the channel again for another episode, another installment in this entrepreneurship journey as we, go on this adventure together. We're 1 week in and started off the week. I just finished up 100 days of consecutive workouts. So a friend of mine named Leslie Samuel, becomeablogger.com, he's got a massive following on social media. I mean, just like ridiculous numbers. So me and him were in that group that did the 100 consecutive days, and we decided to do a live stream talking about the experience and all that other stuff, and that was phenomenal. But also just to be able to merge those two audiences on screen and have some of my people follow him and some of his people, considerably more than mine, at least, and be aware that I'm here and some of the things that I'm doing.
Yeah, and that was really good. I enjoyed watching them on the screen.
Also that week, I got a chance to chat with a good friend of mine from back in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. His name is InDot. We have been working together on a advisory, I've been on an advisory capacity on a board for a organization that him and his wife have started to do corporate coaching, corporate consulting for the continent of Africa. So they've got clients all over, but especially in the SADC region. But I've been in more of an advisory capacity, and so I kind of let him know some of the things that were coming down the pike, and he was all too excited about the prospect of having me come through and do some actual coaching on their behalf. So not just in an advisory capacity, but looking to ramp up my presence in PACG to be actually touching the people. And he told me point blank, whatever I work, I get paid. So I'm good with that, and I'm going to definitely be paying close attention to what happens there. This is critical, because I mean, this to me is the avenue for getting us back to our dreams, getting us back to being able to go back to Africa, visit and see our friends and loved ones that we haven't been able to see since we left back in 2015. It's 5 years now. Oh my gosh. So
last week I have my usual BNI meeting, which is Business Networking International, and I'm supposed to present tomorrow. So last week, one of the hosts of her show, she does it online, Facebook Live. She requested me to join her on that Facebook Live and kind of let everyone know that I'll be presenting this coming week. So that was really cool, hooking up with her, going live, which is not really my thing, but it was actually kind of fun. So I enjoyed it. And from out of that live stream, I actually got a client or two from that, potential client. So I'm going to be stepping out of the box a little more. You never know what can come out of things like that.
You never can tell. And she's doing a video for her presentation for this coming week. So we will make sure we share that video with you at some point. And you'll probably see that video long before you see this one. I also met with an instructional designer, good friend of mine, Farron George. That's his thing. That's his bag. That's his. We've been talking about putting together instructional content for what site is that? You remember the name of the site? I don't remember, but there's a site that we have been looking into to do to put some instructional content on there, and people can just pay and take those courses. They pay the site pays you. And as those courses become more popular, people will request more things of you. So Kanique did a website for a guy who's on this particular site, and he is cleaning up. And so we want to get in that space. We want to play in that sandbox. We want to figure out if that's something that we can actually make work. So that was another meeting. And then I had a final meeting before you share one more, but another meeting with Chris McNish from Sweet Gap Photography. There's a big event that happens in Huntsville every year in the fall, just after summer, and there was an opportunity to do live stream broadcast stuff for that. Chris is going to be doing some of the photography, and so I was trying to check in with him to see if that opportunity is still there. I'm not 100% sure, because it's a large event, what that's going to look like. It may be affected by the whole pandemic. but it is late August, early September, that time frame. So you never can tell. But the world has changed, so we are not holding our breath. But we do want to make sure that if there's any stone, we don't leave it unturned.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that he knew and the event organizers know that that is something that we are interested in and that is within our capability set, and we can take that on if necessary. So trying to let folk know.
Yeah.
You had one more thing.
Yeah. So within my BNI chapter, there's a gentleman named Mr. Michael Vance, and he put me in touch with a local entrepreneur, like mogul here in Huntsville. And Kirk and I chatted with him on Friday,
yes.
and the entire conversation really blew our minds.
I mean, phenomenal.
Like, he's been doing this for what, 40 something years?
Yeah.
Where he kind of branched off and went into entrepreneurship.
Right.
For him and his family, and he's received great success from that. So he was kind of pouring into us some of the different things that he did, and he really encouraged us in this new journey, this new step that we're taking. So that left us on a really high mark. Absolutely. At the end of the week. So that was really great.
And it was confirmation really as well. I think you make these big decisions. You take that step of faith, and it was really good to chat with him. Literally minutes before that meeting with this gentleman, I was connected with a guy, Robert Kennedy, good friend of ours, who people hit him up from time to time for coaching and thought leadership. Of course, his whole thing is how to communicate your message properly and with confidence. That's his slogan, if you will. And so somebody hit him up, a colleague of his, I think it was a college friend of his actually, was like, hey man, I'm trying to figure out this live stream thing. Can you hook me up? And he said, you need to talk to my boy Kirk. And I was so excited by that because, again, it's one of those things. It's like, networking happens in so many different ways. And so being able to be on someone's lips as someone who is in need, is looking at the right place at the right time, as they say, it's phenomenal. So I was able to jump on a quote-unquote coaching call with him, spent about a half hour. The guy was blown away with what I was showing him. And it was because of that conversation that I put out a call on Facebook and Instagram, just saying to folks, hey, if anybody is interested in a full tutorial of StreamYard or some of these live stream tools, how you can use them for your business brand or House of Faith, let me know. And the feedback was ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. So I'm actually actively working on that as we speak to see if I can get that out in the next week so that we can continue to build the brand on YouTube in terms of how it all works and continue to increase the subscribers. And that could be another vector or another point of income, source of income. Stream of income is the term I'm looking for us to be able to take care of ourselves, essentially. I mean, the point, I guess, what we want to say in terms of updates, I mean, has the week been, we're in week 1. So is this honeymoon phase? I don't know. But what I can tell you is I have a sense of peace. I wake up in the morning, my phone is not jam-packed with messages from the night, updates for different servers and the batch jobs that they run. That stuff is constant. I didn't even realize how much go I was doing until everything literally just stopped. And it allowed me to not only calm everything down and take a moment to breathe, but really to kind of hear God's voice a little bit better. So, man, I cannot tell you how beneficial this whole process has been at this stage. So this is at week 1. And we know it's week 1, and we're not at all naive that this is going to be a cakewalk, but we're confident that the God we serve is going to see us through. And if this week is any indication of what his plans are for us, and that he has not forgotten the Nugents in Alabama, then this, we can take stock and take faith in what he has in store. So that's it from us. Anything else?
Nope.
I can't think of anything else. That's it from us. Until next week. Later.